We are live from the Breslin Center at East Lansing, Michigan. It's today's last game of Week 6. Minnesota Golden Gophers going to come on to take the Michigan State Spartans right here on their home court in East Lansing. Joining me in the booth for the marathon session. What is up, Ty? Welcome back and welcome to East Lansing.
Man, we travel so fast around here. It's crazy.
CSBA jet, man. Supersonic. What are you looking forward to in this game? Dominic Libby's was one of the leading scorers for Minnesota the last couple weeks. Has struggled a little bit. Michigan State trying to make their stamp in the Big Ten. What are you looking forward to in this game?
This should be an interesting matchup between them two. Michigan State not probably to that caliber that they want to be. Definitely got some things to prove. I think I've watched them once. They played against Ohio State. Which they were doing pretty good, and then they struggled in that fourth. So we'll see if they can keep momentum up in this one. Minnesota, on the opposite hand, they got a lot of things to prove too. Like you said, they want to get their guy Libby involved and get him back into that top scoring column for this team.
Yeah, there's a few players on this Minnesota Golden Gophers squad that is solid. I'd like to see them see if they can step up here today. Michigan State obviously has had a little bit of an up and down season from what I've seen, but really starting to find their identity here in the last few weeks, and see what we can see from them as Klimovicius gets the pass from Wilson, gets it over to Steve Phillips.
Yeah, it's so crazy watching Michigan State without Baron Thomas and Glass and BB Quattro and stuff. So, it's literally like a whole revamped Michigan State team, and I do like what I see from them.
Yeah, Matty P's
over this program.
I would say Matty P. Sorry, I didn't mean to stump on you there. Matty P has done a nice job, and again, I think coming into a new programming after having a couple of different coaches through the years at Michigan State, Matty P. coming in, trying to put his stamp on this team. I think he's done a good job. Was able to get his brother to come over. So Matt and Steve out there together, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can build here.
Isn't Lil Red on Minnesota team?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I like watching him too.
He's got a lot of energy. He looks so funny sitting on the bench next to Javid Storm. They're best buddies, but
like a little kid.
It's like what's his name? It's like Dr. Evil and his little mini-me.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting on the bench over there.
Get in my belly.
Williams going to set a screen for Phillips. He drives. Nice play there by Diesel, but they're going to call him for the foul, and Steve Phillips going to go to the line, shoot two.
Oh, these some nice jerseys.
Yes, I haven't worn these in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen these before.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've worn them. These are old school State jerseys.
Hopefully it brings them luck here at home. Try to get a win here.
If you've never seen these jerseys, these are the jerseys, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, at least that Magic Johnson wore when he was with Michigan State.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I don't know that definitively, but I believe they are.
I'll believe you, because I would not even know.
Well, if you got to see, what was the name of the show that was on Netflix, or not Netflix, HBO Max, The Rise of the Laker Dynasty? I believe I remember seeing these.
I probably didn't watch that.
That was a great series. I'm hoping they bring it back too.
Jeffrey Dahmer and
yeah, I've heard a lot of people like that. I have not tuned in for that, but
yeah.
Vicious with a nice up and under move, and good start to this game, Ty. Offensively, both teams shooting the ball well with an 8-8 tie here after 4 minutes. As we're going to see the bench units come in, and I think that's where this game is going to be made or broken.
Yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up because these past few games we've been saying it's been close. They've been battling back and forth, and then that third quarter is just like everything goes downhill.
And
But
then the wheels fall off the bus. Excuse me for the yelling.
yeah, it's crazy. But I'm pretty familiar with some of the guys from Minnesota. It's a lot of players I've gotten to coach from Duke, Matthew Gallardo, and now it's Star Lord, and
Brad actually
yeah. So
announcing that after the season he's going to step down as the Golden Gophers coach, which made me sad to hear, but I also understand he's had a frustrating season coaching, and in real life kind of getting in the way a little bit. So
yeah, I mean it's a lot when you're a coach. A lot's on your plate. Oh, good find there, Liam. I remember calling his name a lot in that last matchup. I got the call for Michigan State. But it's a lot on your plate when it comes to coaching. It's not just put in a game plan and hope it works.
No, you got to keep
it's a lot of work to put in there.
Yeah, you got it.
I gotta say, it's the most rewarding. Like even if you do lose, just that concept of trying to figure out how to get your team on that winning record inside. That's the fun part of it. It's stressful, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is stressful. It's a lot of work, but we appreciate everybody that puts in the time and effort and the work behind it, because the people that absolutely enjoy it, it's rewarding. So
hey, you gotta have good management skills because you have to work with all different types of personalities. And
cough rampage. Cough.
Yeah, I mean not just in the 2K part of it, like figuring out what works in your system, but outside of it, the personalities in your team locker room, that team locker room presence is so important with these teams. And if you got a good locker room, your team is going to perform well.
Yeah, everybody buys into the program, so.
Wide open Cunningham.
Yeah, I don't think that's his jam to shoot from beyond the three there. It's not his game. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
He just did it.
He almost knocked it down, too.
Yeah. Here comes my little Red Riding Hood, but he's cold.
Yeah, Red has not yet been able to get on here. They got the size mismatch in the low post. Red's got to look down. Wide open. There's nobody there to help defense, too. Red's got to recognize. Instead, he settles for the J.
And it's not like football. It's not like you could be like, go direct. Kind of just like hoping that they realize it themselves to go and make a cut.
Nice follow by Conrad Holbrook there.
Yeah, it's just so crazy how different basketball is from football, and with their direction, you kind of just got to hope that people stick to the plan and find the cuts themselves.
Nice three there from Michigan State. Extends the lead to 19-10. And what I feared has been Minnesota's bugaboo all season. Their bench falling a little flat. So they trail by 9 here with 1:13 to go.
Yeah, and then you got the opposite side with Michigan State that has a stronger bench, and they're using it to their full potential right now. But they definitely have some good people on their bench that Minnesota could come back into this. They just got to get them going. You got Gallardo that can shoot some threes. Need to get him wide open a little bit.
Gallardo or Storm are probably two guys. If I'm Minnesota, you want to get them going on your bench. The Storm can do it. Storm can do it offensively as well as defensively, but
here we go. It's the push. They need to push that a little bit faster than that. Storm probably could have got down low and picked up those 2 points, but they're going to get it to him anyway.
Yeah, he's got that big body, and there's nobody on Michigan State that's going to be able to, post up with him there. I mean,
absolutely not.
I know Conrad Holbrook has a little size there and maybe a little quickness, but the strength and the body and weight, it's going to be an advantage Storm most days. Now Minnesota's starting to step up their defense, forcing some deep shoes. Michigan State, though, continues to knock down the contested ones as well.
Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate when you think you're playing the best defense you can play, and he still knocks it down.
Gallardo tried a 3 there at the buzzer, but to no avail. An end of 1. Michigan State up. We watch the CSBA on Twitch, Week 6. We're right back. All right, welcome back to East Lansing. Michigan State up by 9 right now.
Yeah, Minnesota's looking for some offense to start clicking. I think they need to get it down low a lot more often. They have guy posting up, and that's a good find right there. Exactly what they need to keep on doing.
Phillips. Now over to Wilson. Wilson to Williams. Williams has been kind of quiet in this game, and a nice take. Nicholas Williams for 2, and it's a 9-point advantage for MSU.
Yeah, and Starlord was right on him, and he still was able to knock that down.
Libby step back 3, no good. Good job by Diesel, counting at 1, no.
And that would have been a nice cleanup there from Diesel. Libby, he probably could have settled down and made a better shot, but
I'm not a love of that step. I'm not a love of that step back Curry 3. I hate, just not a big fan of that shot style. Just see a lot of it.
Yeah, but when it lands, it lands.
No, it's one of those good. No. Yes, good shot.
Yeah.
But Libby, though, is the guy that we've seen light it up. Got Player of the Week honors in Week 1. And a lot of that was because he brought the ball into the interior, in and around right here, right where Phillips just went. And that opens up the perimeter game, and that's where he can knock down shots, and he'll get more uncontested shots from 3 if he can get to the line or get to the basket a little bit more consistently. So.
Yeah, it's so old college looking dude.
Hey, listen, we can't all have bushy hairs. We have he's got a receding hairline, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Don't listen. You're talking to a bald man.
Oh, you might as well cut it off.
Just shave it.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I looked like that till I was about 36, and said, "Okay, time to buzz."
I would just cut it. If I was a guy and that happened, I would just be like, "All right, it's gone. Bye. We're going bald."
It's a cleaner look.
Yep.
But I did it till I didn't shave it till after I got married.
Wow.
I didn't want to lose my hair. I miss my hair. Not gonna lie, I miss it. But it is what it is. Hey, the only good thing is in the morning. It's that's 10 minutes I get back to not having to get ready.
Yeah. That's always a plus.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I just went 2 weeks without buzzing my hair, and I was like, "Oh my God, don't not do that again." I just was lazy, didn't want to do it.
Oh, good defense there, Minnesota.
Nice pass inside. Diesel. Diesel's the guy that Minnesota can build around. He is one of those glue guys. Does all the dirty work for Minnesota.
Yeah, they got some great big guys down there. Diesel, then you got the other tree that they have.
Yeah, Storm. Jacko Yank has got some height.
Yep. So definitely want to utilize and want to get that ball in the paint and start getting some easy twos.
That's what I want from Libby right there. Didn't get the shot to go, but that's what I want to see him do more of. Climate Vicious.
Oh!
He lured Boris into a state of some sort of sleep there or something, and then he just turned on the Jets. Nice pass inside the Jack Jasper.
Man, he really juked him right there. and he bit hard on that one. He took it right in
All right.
the paint too.
I know it's Saturday afternoon, but that is a very funny comment by Kool-Aid. Gopher's huge down low. Pause. Well played, sir. Well played. 8-point advantage right now for Michigan State is Minnesota scrapping along here, trying to get themselves back in this game. Williams with a nice, impressive move in the low post.
Michigan State been having some great post moves. They must have been working on that in practice. I knew with those big guys they were going to have to make some moves, and it's working out for them.
Libby for three, no good. Michigan State shooting 72% from the field. Why? Because everything is coming at the basket. We saw that in the LSU game, Ty. We're seeing it here as Klimavicius counted and won a Star-Lord.
He's stirring the pot.
Stirring it up, Klimavicius. Someone clip that. Someone's got to go clip that.
Yeah, that was he must have knew Hocus Pocus was coming out. He in here stirring the pot and everything.
I watched it with my family, Ty. I've seen it.
I haven't seen it, but
Hocus Pocus
I've
2.
seen clips about Hocus Pocus.
It was cute. Definitely not for
Everybody said it wasn't
demographic.
that good. Like, it wasn't, like, I don't know. Somebody's like, they could have did a better effort.
Yeah, I think it could have been a little bit better. But listen, my kids enjoyed it, and it was more about. It's more for the kids.
Nice open pass and look from Phillips to Wilson. And Michigan State, they doing the most right now. I think Minnesota's taking too many threes. They need to get it inside and grind at these points.
Well, that's what Michigan State has been doing. So that's why they're high shooting percentage. They're right now.
Libby says, "Shut up! I can shoot threes."
No, I mean, listen. We've seen this from Minnesota before. They live by the three, die by the three. But get back to the interior. Work the ball inside. Get those high percentage looks.
Oh.
Nice defense there by Jasper. Hands up against Klimavicius. He can't put that in. Outlet.
Can't steer the pot there.
Burst going to get a screen from Jasper. Now they have a mismatch, size versus speed. Jasper, Burst rather. Floater lane no good though. Not able to capitalize. So it sits at 12. Nicholas Williams for three. No good. Jasper for three, no good. Now both teams shooting from beyond from the cheap seats.
Too many threes. You're not down that much that you need to revert to shooting a whole bunch of threes. I think they got to do what LSU did earlier. Just keep drilling in the paint. Don't check that lead. And
Ty, did you see that graphic? 70% from the field. Why? Where are all those baskets coming from, Ty?
Yeah, inside.
So time out of the court. Michigan State up by 14. .306 to go here.
I say all these games been going by pretty fast for us to have called 3 games in a row.
For sure.
Week 6 already ready to be over. Isn't next week rival week?
Next week is the hiatus week. I will be on vacation. And then week 8 is rivalry week.
Yeah.
Good active hands there by Michigan State. Shaw comes up with it. Looks to push. Good transitional defense there by the Golden Gophers. Going to Lingham in the low post and gets blocked by Javed Storm, and they need more of that from Storm.
Yep. It needs Storm to cut though. Like, he gets the block and he's out there up on the 3-point line. They need him to go ahead and cut and get into that open lane.
Red for 3, no good again. Settling for the 3. Minnesota continues to do it. I was about to say before, Nicholas Williams is a guy that has absolutely impressed me with his style and his play and his ability. Really a big fan of his game, Ty. I mean, he's now sitting on the bench right now, but he's had a good first half so far. Holbrook trying to extend to a 16-point lead, not able to do that. No points in the last 2 minutes. Again, the bench unit not playing well for Minnesota here.
Yeah, they're struggling right now, and you know that 0 points in the last 2 minutes is a killer, especially with them shooting so many threes. It's really hurting them.
For sure. Rage up with the rebound. Here comes Minnesota the other way. Try to take advantage in transition. I mean, Storm there setting up in the low post. Red, get him to rock. Red amongst the trees, not able to get it to go.
That's that little man syndrome again. I mean, he actually had a decent look. I don't know how that didn't fall in. But oh my god, look at that mismatch.
I was gonna say, that should be interesting.
And he didn't even take it.
No, he gave it right back. High off the glass and good. Again, Sparty is doing a nice job in the interior, Ty. Everything at the basket. I'm sure they're still around that 70% mark. I would not be surprised.
This is the problem right there. You got that Jasper out there or Storm.
Red finally knocks down a 3 after like 27 of them. Pass down low to Weary again. Where's the baskets, Ty?
Michigan's gonna blow this game wide open if Minnesota can't find a way to slow those passes down.
Oh, this is a big time blood wound right now. Red settles for the mid range, knocks that down. We sit at 14 here with 15 seconds left to go here in the first half. Well, I mean, all signs right now pointing to the mid-major thing happening for next season. I think we continue the way we're going, and that could benefit a team like Minnesota too, who might also have a few guys that'll probably ghost on their team two-time.
Yeah.
So at the end of the half, 14-point lead for Michigan State as we head to the locker room. Ty gonna break us down here. Hit us up, Ty. What? I mean, I feel like we all saw what we witnessed there, but give me your breakdown. Maybe we can see what we think about what maybe Minnesota could do better.
So if you've been missing this game, mostly we've been seeing Michigan State just driving the ball inside, just putting their will on Minnesota. On the opposite side, Minnesota been trying to shoot the 3-point game, trying to live by the 3, die by the 3. They're mostly dying by the 3. Definitely need to just get some stops, start dribbling this ball inside, get shots like that. What Libby just took right there. That shooting percentage, 43%. I'm surprised it's that high. And then the opposite, of course, Michigan State just putting in the work, just doing a little bit of everything. And they're probably going to continue to do that in the second half. We'll see if Minnesota can slow them down or change the pace of this game.
Yeah, they gotta start bringing the ball in the ends here. I mean, 64% from the field for Michigan State. I'm going to say leading scorer, Nicholas Williams. Nope, Clement Vicious.
Oh. Yeah.
I was wrong.
He looked good. He had some great takes down there. He's got 7 points, but I think he's got a lot of rebounds and just been working that ball for Michigan State.
Yeah, he's been involved heavily in the offense, so good job by him. 20 in the stream. Appreciate you, CSVA. Thanks for tuning in on a Saturday afternoon. Lord going to set up the Minnesota offense now. Gets it over to Diesel. Diesel over to Libby. Matty Phillips has done a nice job pushing Libby out beyond the perimeter. And Burst's going to fire up a 3. Bang!
They definitely didn't listen to us. They're going right back to the three-pointers. This time it actually lands for them, so that's always a plus. But I still feel like they need to go inside. I think this isn't a huge lead that they can't drill at that lead, but
Sparty,
Oh.
there it is, Dominic Libby. See how easy that is, my friend?
Yeah.
But
Here we go.
Sparty keeps going to that well. It's worked for them all game, and that's the reason why they're still shooting over 60% for this game.
Yeah, and that's the problem too. Is it's not enough like defensive stops here, and Michigan State is just going to keep on pouring it on them, regardless if Minnesota drains the shots or not.
Yeah,
they have to get some defensive stops.
Yeah, Klamavicius drilling the three there. Though, what that did, though, if you notice, is look how many times has Sparty gone into the interior, and then finally Minnesota starts pounding the paint to try to prevent it, and Klamavicius wide open for threes. That's the kind of offense you need to play if you're Minnesota.
And there's your guy, Wilson. Good defensive play right there. Luke Diesel looking like he was going to try to get 2 easy points, but try to interrupt that. I'll take that any day.
Twice on Tuesdays. 12-point advantage for Sparty here as Phillips going to bring up the ball. Klamavicius now over to the other Phillips. Matty P in the corner. Going to try to get it over to Klamavicius up off the glass. Can't get it to go, but getting points in the paint is Klamavicius.
Yeah, that's why he's got that player to game look right now. He doesn't give up. He might miss a shot or two, but he's right there to get that rebound, try to put it right back. So
yeah, love his game. Klamavicius does a nice job in the interior. A lot of games. Boris again, another 3 for Minnesota. They gotta be in the teens now with his shot attempts from beyond the arc.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see those numbers at the end.
Mad Vlad. Speaking of Mad Vlad, there he is again. Sparty doing some work as they put the lead back to 16. Timeout on the court. Yeah, now re-looking at the logo, it was Magic. The logo was Magic Johnson's. I don't know if they had the spiral effect on the collar, but I know the state logo was the same. So I just remembered it looking at it. So had an epiphany. Jasper for 3, bang. Again, Minnesota trying to shoot their way in, but where are they doing it from? Beyond the arc.
I mean, obviously they do have the 3-point shooters. It's not a bad game plan to do 3-point shooters, but at this point right now, you're not making them. So, on the coach off these timeouts, I would be talking to him like, just stop with the 3-pointers. I mean, obviously you got a few of them to land, but you need to go ahead and drive the ball inside. Try to get points that way.
Well, they run the picket fence at him. Phillips for 3, no good. Clangs off the side rim. One of the rare 3s here from Spartan. Boris going to go in uncontested, and that's what they got to do. Attack the rim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, right now, 11-point game. It's still within reach. You still got a whole quarter and a half, and that's very manageable to get down to if they continue to do them drives inside.
Nicholas Williams has absolutely impressed the heck out of me here today.
Bet they gonna shoot a 3.
Star-Lord trying to work his way in the interior. Now going to bounce pass over to Jasper. Back out to Boris. Boris drives and gets stripped by Matty Phillips. Yeah. Matty Phillips going to get benefited here running the head and go in for the two-handed stuff.
Yep. There was a lot of passing around there. They were looking for the 3-point shot instead of just going ahead and try to draw a foul. And then ended up turning the ball over.
Jack Jasper. He's got 9 now.
Goodness.
I'm so impressed with his game. He is so fun to watch.
That was just a great feed. That was a tight window to throw it into. but they made it work.
Jasper gonna look away. Now goes over to Burris. Gonna set a screen. Burris for three. Bang! They won't go away from it, Ty.
They really won't. I'm gonna just give up saying they need to stop because they're gonna do it regardless. But at this point now, it's basically they need the defensive stops. If they're going to continue to do that, they can't allow to have a miss and then allow Michigan State to keep scoring on them.
Too many easy opportunities. I mean, listen, they're sitting 12 points down right now. They're still in this ball game, but it's not not out of reach. Diesel going to put up the rare mid-range jumper, not able to get it to go as it rattles in and out. Quick outlet pass to Matty Phillips. The problem is that, and I'm going to joke here, I'm going to say this is your dance space. This is kind of where you live. This is kind of that range. It's range from 16 to 8 and back to 16, and they just have not been able to get enough consistency to make that big run to get themselves making Michigan State a little bit nervous. Is Phillips going to drive? Libby going to drive inside, and that's what he has to do. Is Steve Phillips commits the foul, and Libby going to go to the line and shoot two here.
Yeah, Lil Red needs to give him some of his spirit to be brave to drive on these guys. I know he's a smaller player, but you have to be brave. You have to go ahead and try to draw these fouls, send them to the line, make the free throws.
It's not necessarily the height and size that matter. It is more the heart and determination that's going to will you to that next level. A nice steal there by Minnesota. Rage going to drive and gets it off the glass and in. So you see what happens when you take it to the basket, Minnesota? Keep doing that.
Yeah, again, just that they've been sitting around this 10 to 12 point deficit that it's absolutely manageable. So got to continue to do what they were doing. Michigan State right now is starting to fall apart.
Yeah, they're not as consistent as they were early on.
Yeah, they're not doing what they were doing before, and that could be because that second unit coming in, and they're trying to get adapted to it. But
good job by Xavier Lingham on the defensive side of things there with a huge block.
Got to take advantage if you're Minnesota.
Holbrook now over to Weary. Weary going to go in the alley-oop. Nice cut by Conrad Holbrook.
Yep.
And look, Michigan State, even though they're in a little bit of a funk here, still shooting 66%, Ty. So despite struggling, and Libby going to fire up a three, and again, this is kind of where they go into that drought again.
And he had plenty of time. It wasn't like it was the end of the shot clock. I don't know why he took that shot.
Big three, bang, from MSU. Back to 16, and we're back in that 16-point range again. Gallardo, baseline jumper. That's no good as it rattles in and out. Tough miss there from Gallardo.
Yeah, he's used to being on that three-point line. He put a little bit too much on there. He thought he was back a little bit further and rolled out.
Lingham, reverse layup, no good off the offensive board. Libby, numbers for Minnesota if they can take advantage. Gallardo wide open in the corner, going to spot up for what do you think? A three, and nails it.
Yeah, told you, that's his range over there. He wants to be sitting out there. Oh, that almost went in. Is our guy White Sox in here? Because you already know what to do. Put them fours up in chat. State Farm assist of the game. Yeah, that was a nice pass out there to Holbrook.
Sparty's done a nice job distributing the basketball. Get those fours up in stream chat, everybody. It's fourth quarter. Game on the line. Michigan Michigan State leading by 13 points here. Going to be, as I about to say 15, but good defense down by Storm. Rage in the corner for three, no good. Again, Minnesota with another three. They got to be in. They got to be in the 20s, Ty. They got to be in the 20s.
Yeah.
Wow, good active defensive hands by Javid Storm. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Storm in the starting lineup and maybe Diesel on the coming off the bench. I think it. I almost feel like it would give them a little bit of a different look and have those two guys reverse their roles. Could be wrong on that, but that's just my thought. Lingham, no good. Conrad Holbrook with the offensive rebound and the poster dunk.
Slam it down with authority. He slammed it like nobody was there. Three.
Gallardo for two, a rare two.
That was the perfect setup play there. I think he needs to step back a little bit more if he is going to shoot the three.
No good there. Storm up with the rebound. He gets it out to Gallardo. They've even Michigan State. Michigan State able to get back in transition. Now Gallardo with the step goes it over to King. King floater lane. No good job at Storm. No offensive board. Gets blocked by Holbrook. Good defensive efforts there by Holbrook, but Minnesota going to get the ball back here with an opportunity. Gallardo pull up mid-range jumper. No good again. Gallardo just not able to get things going here today.
Yeah, that's upsetting because they had ample amount of opportunities to come away with some points there and just could not get anything to land. I thought, what's this guy name?
Rage?
Number 2, Rage. Yeah, I thought he was going to put it up. I just missed that opportunity. Strong pick. Oh, Red.
Little Red for three. What a surprise. Bang.
He actually had a chance way earlier, but hey, we'll take those.
Timeout on the court. You're watching the CSBA on Twitch. 5:43 to go here. Back to that 10, 12-point range again here, Ty.
Can't get away from it. But time is not on their side right now. I mean, it's kind of do or die right at this moment. They've been having some good active hands in this fourth quarter on defense. They just haven't been able to capitalize off the turnovers. Here we go.
There it is. Nice play inside to Burris.
10 points again. 5 layups.
3-pointer. That's good.
Or never mind. Got that pick.
Fadeaway 2, no good.
Michigan State doing a good job boxing out and getting a lot of these rebounds. That's another lack of effort from Minnesota, not keying in on the second chance efforts.
So foul on the play. They got to go to the line for 2 here. 4:34 to go. Climb the Vicious to the line.
I would not be surprised if we see another 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all we've seen today.
Dang, they finally decided to take it inside, and man, Little Red only got 3 points, and I think that was that one three-pointer.
Burris. A little lean-in shot there. Going to go Jasper with the offensive board.
He should have put that up. He really just did a no-look pass, and wow. That was going to be a turnover from the pass, but turnover from the 3 seconds.
Get outside, Star-Lord. I thought he was going to jack the 3-tie. I'm not going to lie. The little mid-range jumper, that's good.
Yeah, Michigan State playing some tight defense. They don't care that they're up. They're just going to keep on playing, try to keep that lead. Still, again, at 12 points.
Matty Phillips for 3. Oh, I was going to say that. I was going to go right back to 15. He has a chance to cut it to 10. Backdoor alley-oop to Star-Lord. Oh. Bad timing there by Dominic Libby.
Yeah, that was not the play that you needed right there. I don't understand why these teams do stuff like that when you're down. I can understand if you were up and you're at home or something trying to show off, but not when you're down. You're in that desperation mode. You want to get easy buckets and try to cut that deficit.
Time out on the court, 2:27 to go. Michigan State up by 15, and just kind of living in that dance space, Ty. That 10 to 16 point range. They just can't get past it.
Steve Phillips ended up being the player of the game. That's shocking. I thought that would go to Bad.
All right, here we go. 2:27 to go. Steve Phillips with the player of the game, and well-deserved. He's been balling. Defensively, too, he's done a nice job on Libby. What a surprise, another 3.
Hey, look at him. 17 points. I'd like to see what Phillips.
Maybe again for 3. They got to be close. I'm curious to see if they're up to over 30 attempts in this game. 1:37 to go. Now it's just I want to stick around for the stats. Foul on the play. Wilson picks up his 4th.
About to be playing that hit the road jack by you going to the bench.
Yeah. No, maybe we won't. Hit the bench, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Look at that progression. Lots of progressions being turned in. If that's for a blue chip, there is a blue chip progression reward there, D-Hart. You could have done that. Instead of doing all the unless you're using the viewership points, that's maybe what he's doing. Gallardo, make sure you get screenshot all that. I love it. He hasn't even stepped foot on the court yet, Ty, and he's gonna have a blue chip. That is the progression grind king right there. That's two blue chips he's grounded out for.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
And it's doable if you put your mind to it. Listen, as much as I hate free players, and obviously, that's more just from a revenue perspective, I respect the grind, and I will give that to me shows that's Hart is just a CSBA guy that willing to put in the time, and if he can't do it financially, he's going to do it from a time perspective. So, mad props for that. Wish we had more of that though. If people would do it. Lingham. Cunningham now to Lingham, 3-pointer, no good, and that should end it here as MSU wins this one by 19. As Gallardo going to just dribble it out here. All right, Ty, what's the over/under on the threes?
25.
I'm going to go 29. One shy of 30. That's what I'm going to say. All right, chat. What's the over/under on your 3 points? Come on, what's your numbers?
They're just saying GG's. This was a long game after that third quarter. Yeah, somehow Minnesota
All right,
made it back within 19.
Before I switch it over, we got 20 viewers in the stream chat. What's the over/under on threes here for Minnesota? I listen. We're gonna have some fun out of this. Everybody say
30.
State
20 to 26. How you gonna say 20 or 26?
Pick a number. Pick a number. I went with 29. Sports Dude says 25. Ty, how many did you say? You said I forget what you said.
26.
26, okay. Anybody else going to get their votes in before I go over the team comparison? 26. Matty P's going to say 26. Going once. Going twice. All right, here we go. 20. Wow, it felt like more than that. They must have had been on their foot on the line on a bunch of them because it felt a lot more than that. So 20, we were all wrong. Sports Dude actually had it right.
Well, Sports Dude technically said 20.
20 or 26, but yeah, 23s. I mean, it definitely was more than that. I think their foot had to have been on the line for at least 5 or 6 of those because there were a lot more threes or at least perimeter shots taken in that game. But yeah, I mean, 39% from the field, not going to get it done. The offense just for Michigan State was much, much better. I mean, Michigan State shot 15. There's no way Minnesota did not shoot more than 23s in this game. So, because they definitely shot almost twice what Michigan State shot in this game. So, definitely going to need to look at your offense there, Minnesota. But listen, there were moments when they shot themselves back into this game. But then, the problem is when you live by the three, you die by the three. And Michigan State, would then make their runs. So, not surprising. I mean, those are the things that stand out for me, Ty. I don't think there's anything here if you want to comment on. Maybe the fat points in the paint.
Yeah, I was just going to say Michigan State showed that they do well in transition with the 15 points on fast break points. They had more opportunities. I just think that they missed a few of those, so that's why that number is there. And then the points in the paint, again, they continue to keep going in there, get the points. That's why Minnesota's only got 24 because they shot 23-pointers and just really did not try. The second chance points, they only got 6 for Michigan State. They actually did have some more chances. They were capitalizing off those rebounds, so we'll see if that changes the next showdown that they have.
Yeah, definitely need to take a look at what they're going to do there. Josh Burch leads Minnesota with 15. Dominic Libby, 9-2-5. 3 of 8. Rough shooting here. 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. Jack Jasper, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. 9 points, 4 rebounds, assists, and a block. Little Red, really rough night shooting for him. 8 points, 3 of 12. 2 of 5 from downtown. He's got to start just bringing it in amongst the trees. Luke Diesel, 6-5-1. Only shot the ball twice. Another guy that's got to get involved in the offense. We've seen Diesel put up some decent numbers in the past, but just not getting the ball too much in the paint. Gallardo, 2 of 10. Really rough night shooting for Gallardo. Just could not get on track. Star-Lord finishing with 4 dimes. Javed Storm, 2 points, 10 rebounds. Another guy, 2 blocks. Does a job defensively, but not getting much involved in the offense. Adam Rage finishing with 2-2-1, and Elijah King rounding it out with a rebound and steal. You want to bring us through Michigan State here, Ty?
Yeah, our guy, Vlad Mad, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Phillips, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Holbrook pitched in 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Just a low-key, really good game for him, especially with 15 minutes.
Yeah, and one rebound away from a double-double, too. So
yeah, very impressive. Williams with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. Other sneaky good guy. You talked about him a lot.
Yeah, I really love his game. Let's look at his highlights really quickly, just because just want to feature. I want people to see how good he is. A lot of times takes the ball, to the basket. I mean, all these highlights. Notice they're all drives. Pretty much they're all drives, but they're nice to show the defensive play there. But a lot of these are drives to the basket. So now we're getting to see a rebound highlight apparently. So he does a little bit of everything, including the rebounds. They showed 5 rebounds there, but he gets to the rim really good. So sorry, keep going on.
Yeah, Matt Phillips, 8 points, 3 assists, 1 steal. Terrence Weary, 7 points, 4 assists. 5 points for Cunningham and an assist. Linham, 4 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. So these big guys for Michigan State know how to get the boards, and that's where they, I think, capitalized a lot. Yeah, just getting that second chance efforts and just utilizing her big guys down low.
Yeah, I was going to just add on to what you were saying there. Good job by them, and they do a good job, a sneaky good job in the paint area between rebounds and blocks. So good job by them.
Yeah, Wilson got 2 points, 4 rebounds. Another just guy getting rebounds, and Shaw even pitched in 1 rebound, assist, and a steal there.
Yeah. So and he finishes a +7, which is pretty impressive considering he shot the ball and was 0 for 3. So solid all around. Look for an announcement, everybody, for Park After Dark. Probably gonna come tomorrow. I gotta join Dickie and Pax either today or tomorrow to chat about what that will look like for next week. So just be on the lookout for that. Hiatus week next week. Obviously, open. Campus visits and early recruiting. Can't sign anybody yet, but you can have conversations about and get to know the teams in the locker rooms and stuff like that, and the coaches, and see how your player might fit in. So I'm excited about that. There'll be also an announcement on that about what those rules are before the weekend is out, and enjoy that week. It should be fun. Get those. A lot of graphics were made for early recruiting, so hopefully everybody can utilize and capitalize on those, post them to not only in Discord but also on social media. We really want to blow this week out. It's the first time we're doing this, Ty, so I'm hoping that everybody's excited about it and really tries to push that content out.
Yeah, and if you're one of those players that's looking for that, give these coaches the time, because that's key into how they select you, or if you're going to be a good fit, not only physically for their team but for their locker room. A lot of really good teams are very keen on your locker room presence, so utilize that time to really pitch yourself and get on these coaches' radars. It's going to be a big season next season. A lot of good seniors leaving, and these coaches are looking to fill those holes. So
yeah, activity is key. You definitely want to make sure that let these people listen. We've had people say, "Oh, I'm going to be active," and then they just disappear. No, if you're going to be active, be active.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, and listen, it's okay if we do have passive players. That is okay too. We know that you can't be tethered to Discord 24/7, but you don't want to be a ghost either, and that's the one thing that we don't want here in the CSBA. Is listen, you're allowed to have a life outside of this league, and that's important. Work-life balance and or real-life balance and everything else you do from a hobby or a work or whatever is important as well. So we don't discount that at all. But it's just be honest with yourself, be honest with your coaches, and listen. At the end of the day, have fun, enjoy it. First time we're ever doing the early recruiting, or at least the campus visits earlier on in the season, to take a little bit of the pressure off of the coaches, but to also bring more content and more fun, and try to get away from people talking to recruits during times when they may not necessarily be allowed to. So this should be a fun week. I'm looking forward to it as much as I won't even be involved. I'm looking forward to it, seeing what the content that gets pushed out, and the fun that you guys can have, and take advantage of this hiatus week, and hopefully Park After Dark as well. So I'm excited for Ty White. I'm Scott Trick, a.k.a. Wired71. We will see you guys later this week with Park After Dark and early campus visit recruiting. Ty, anything you want to say before we head off?
Nope. Have a good week, you guys.
See you, everybody else. Peace.